Hello and welcome back to another episode of, well, I suppose it's kind of a how-to actually, but it is an episode of Not a Roadrunner. So it's the very final piece of the puzzle before we can install the wheels. So we're going to get this over and done with. It is a spinner's install. So US Mag actually do a bolt-on spinner. So it's supposed to look like the old school monolock wheels. So like you'd find on a GT40 or something. So we're going to install those. They're pretty simple. I've already done the 3, so I'm just going to bring you along the ride for the last one because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. So let's get to it.
So first things first, we need to remove the center cap, which we're going to be replacing with the spinner. I used the soft end of one hammer and hit it with another. So the spinners are actually made up of 3 main pieces, but 2 of them have already come pre-assembled, which was kind of silly because you have to unassemble them so you can install them on the wheel. To remove the 2 pieces that are together, you just need to undo the grub screw and then unwind it because it is screwed on, very similar to your standard spinner.
So this has 3 holes for the smaller grub screws, and that has to go on first.
The 3 smaller grub screws are what go into the center hole of your wheel, which then grips the entire spinner to your wheel. So you want to extend the grub screws evenly and make sure that they're pretty close to where you want them to be anyway, because once you get it inside the cap, as you can see, it's really awkward to actually tighten them up. So you don't want to be doing them the entire way in from this position. You want to be doing it outside of the wheel.
1 week later.
So with the base plate now installed, you have 5 bolts that need to hold on the main sort of US cap logo. My advice here is to get all 5 bolts in very loosely and then tighten them down sort of in a cross pattern like you would do a normal wheel, like wheel studs, because basically if you don't do that, I tightened all of them up individually as tight as I could get them, and then the 5th one wasn't quite aligned properly, so just make sure you put them all in first and then tighten them down in a star pattern. Also, as you can see here, I changed the orientation of the Allen key because obviously if you're using the longer side to twist, then you get more leverage and therefore you can get them done up tighter. And now we have the very satisfying and fun part where we can wind on the spinner.
So that's completely snug, but I don't want it sitting like that. I want it sitting like this. So I'm then gonna take this. Done. Ready to go on the car? And that concludes today's episode, guys. So, I mean, as you can see, they're really easy, but there is enough hardware on them to like hold down a small fort. I really don't understand why it's got so much on it, but like I said, they work, they look great, and I'm so excited to now get them on the car. So in the next episode of Not a Roadrunner, we are going to be installing the new wheels and praying that they don't rub. So if you like that video and you want more content, I am going to be uploading every 2 weeks. So please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next episode. Cheers, guys.